reevaluate everything that's going on in your life, and then determine what it is that's stopping you and try to figure out what you need to do to get it out of your way. Now, if it's mental, if it's because you're afraid, what are you afraid of? I can tell you from my own experience that if you don't start, you can't fail, but you can't win either. So which one are you going to do? Pick your poison. Are you going to start and at least attempt? And if you fail, what are you going to do? You're going to get back up and you're going to start all over again. You're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that you win. Today I decided to have a little heart-to-heart conversation with you guys, and let's talk a little bit about taking the initiative to make life better for ourselves. We're going to talk a little bit about stepping up to the plate and actually attempting to make things better for ourselves. And it doesn't matter what it is. We're not just talking financial, we're talking mentally, physically, and financially. Whatever it is that has got you stumbling and have you feeling like you cannot be the person, or shall I say, become the person that you want to be, we need to get those stumbling blocks out of our way, and we need to start really taking a long, hard look at what our struggles are and seeing if we can figure out how we can make life better for ourselves. And trust me, I do know for a fact that sometimes it's not just us that is in our way. It could be other people that are actually in our way. It could be our circumstances that is keeping us from becoming the person that we wish to become. Now, trust me, I'm just going to lay this out on the line for those of you who are probably wondering, like, who is she to say? Well, you know what? I have had many, and I do mean many, years of experience of having to deal with this on a personal basis. I know what it means to have someone in my life, in my household, or whether it's a husband because I've been married, or whether it is family or friends, that sometimes you'll have people that are just in your way and keeping you from becoming the person you want to be. Whether it's because you're having to take care of them, whether it's because they are just haters and someone who always saying, well, no, I don't think that's a good idea. Well, no, I don't think that you should do that. Whatever the situation may be, you may have someone in your household who is actually bullying you, because people go through that as well. And we know what that is. That's domestic violence that could be going on in someone's house. Now, if you're dealing with something of that nature, then you most definitely need to get away from that situation. But whatever your issue may be that is keeping you from becoming the person that you want to be, think about it, write it down, get your notepad if you have to, do it in secret, write it on your phone, it doesn't matter where you put it at, reevaluate everything that's going on in your life, and then determine what it is that's stopping you and try to figure out what you need to do to get it out of your way. Now, if it's mental, if it's because you're afraid, what are you afraid of? I can tell you from my own experience that if you don't start, you can't fail, but you can't win either. So which one are you going to do? Pick your poison. Are you going to start and at least attempt? And if you fail, what are you going to do? You're going to get back up and you're going to start all over again. You're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that you win. With whatever you're attempting to do, you're going to make sure that you win up to your own personal standards. It doesn't matter what somebody else thinks. You know what I'm saying? That means that you could have a job. Let's say you have a job and you're working it every day, and this job is not paying much, and you know it, but you want to do something else better. So you choose another job and you like it. It's paying much better for you, for your standard of living. It's making you happy, because someone else says, well, that ain't too much better. Who are they to say? It's completely up to you. What makes you happy? You know what I'm saying? What floats your boat? Do whatever it takes for you to get to a level to where you are happy with your life. Okay? It doesn't matter what it is. Don't let your emotions get in the way. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let people stop you. I just can't stop talking about how important it is to not let people get in your way of anything that you are trying to do with your life. Okay? Now, there are some exceptions to the rule, because a lot of us, we have small children at the house. I don't now, but I did before. And I can tell you that having kids do cast a limit on what it is that you are trying to do with your life. And sometimes you may have to put some of that stuff on hold, especially if you don't have help. You don't have anybody who's going to help you hold things down for you, be there for you when you need help and assistance with your children, because you know there are things you want to do. Maybe you may have to put some of those dreams or some of those goals or whatever it is that you attempted to do with your life on hold for just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Until you can get to a point to whether you can either wait until your kids are older, or you may get to a point to where you can at least start figuring out a way to make extra income so you can put your children in some sort of daycare or some sort of night care, some place where you can trust these people are going to love and take care of your kids the same way in which you do. And once you do that, then hey, you're on your way. The only thing you have left to do is what? Write down whatever it is that you want to do. You don't have to write it down, because a lot of us are able to keep note of what we want to do mentally. But whatever it is, make sure that you know what your next level is going to be and start trying to accomplish just that. Take the initiative. If you need another job, if you're trying to do anything that we're doing here on this channel, it doesn't matter. If it's general notary work, if it's loan signing, if you're running apps, all of those different things that I've talked about on this channel. If you're trying to do field inspection, it doesn't matter what it may be that you are really wanting to do with yourself. It may not be anything that I talk about. Whatever it is, start figuring out a way to where you can reach those goals. If you need to take a class, start figuring out a way that you can take a class. If you need money, maybe you need to do extra jobs. It doesn't matter what it is. Sometimes things come harder for some people than it comes for others. Okay? I am not one of those where I've decided that I want to try anything in my life, whether it's now or in my past, and it has been handed to me, because it most definitely has not been handed to me. I had to figure out a way to get it. I have worked 2-3 jobs at one point in time. I did whatever I needed to do to get to that point to where I can finally be able to take a breath and say, damn, Deetra, you have finally made it to where you want to be. I have never been one to sit around and profess and say, oh my God, I wish I could just be rich. If only I was rich. I have never wanted to be just rich. I've wanted to be well off. I've wanted to be financially stable to where I don't have to count my dollars. I've had those days, just like I'm sure the majority of you have. I went to the store and had to buy things, and while I'm putting stuff in my buggy, I'm counting it up to see exactly how much I have in my buggy. I'm worried about it when I get to the cash register. I've done all of those things more than once, because everybody who goes up, they come down. So I've been up, I've been down, I've been up, and I've been back down again. But guess what I do? I keep it pushing. I sure do. And so what I'm telling you is to get it in your mind, get that mindset that this is what I want to do with myself, and do it. Don't sit back waiting on somebody to do it for you. Please don't sit back hoping that other people are going to pass you work, other people are going to pass you jobs. Just like on this channel, I give you guys the material that you need to do the work that I do. And once I tell you how to actually get that material, or once I show you what I've done and how I do particular things, it's up to you. If you want to step out on it and grab that material for yourself, you're going to have to do the work, just like I did the work. We all have to take it upon ourselves to decide what we want to do in our lives and take that step to make it happen. It's all up to you. It is most definitely. And once again, I'm going to say this because I can't stop saying it, and I don't think I have ever said it enough. Please, because I have been there. So this is why this topic is so deep, and it runs so, like, it's in my blood to just talk about this. And I feel like the time has come now for me to actually discuss these things with you guys. The main thing, do not let people who you are not having to take care of, and especially if they are not making sure that you have every single thing that you need in your life. Do not let any of those people, and it doesn't matter who they are, wife, husband, parents, it doesn't matter. If you're an adult and you know what you want to do with yourself, do not let anybody stop you from getting to the next level. And now, get me wrong now, I'm not trying to come in between any type of family dynamic. That is not what I'm saying, okay? But there should come a time, if you're married or if you're living with someone and this person is against any and all moves that you are making, maybe, just maybe, you know what? If you guys can't come to some sort of agreement together when it comes to what you want to do with your life, like your life is not as important as the next, maybe you should reevaluate what you got going on. That is all I'm saying. Because life is short, and when it's gone, and there are no repeats. And from my own personal experience, I know for a fact that once you reach a certain age, all that looking back and all of that woulda, coulda, shoulda, and oh, I wish I hadda, don't make a bit of damn difference, okay? Because it is over and done with. That's in your past. So go ahead, take time out, get in a quiet space to yourself. And I know it's a lot of you out there, because I still do it today when I know there are other things that I want to accomplish that I have not yet accomplished. I try my best not to let it get me down, and I be all doom and gloomed and oh, woe it is me type of situation. I make sure I stay out of that headspace. I try to keep as positive as I can be so that I can stay focused on what I want to do next. And sure, things are going to happen. You're going to try different things and you're going to fail. Because that's life. I can't even tell you how many times I've tried things and have failed. Did it stop me from trying again? Of course not. I have been working on different projects for years until I finally got it right. Because why? Because it was what I wanted to do. Because that particular project made me happy. So live for your happiness. Live for your own personal fulfillment. And get to a point in your life to where you can actually look at yourself in the mirror and say, it may not be perfect, but it's mine, and I'm working on it. You guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night.